moment. In this next topic, we've got a massive leak of all the specs, or a lot of specs, of this Tesla Cybertruck. So let's take a look through it. Let's parse through some of this, what has actually been posted, because a lot of details have been posted about this Tesla Cybertruck. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Matthew. He posted this, confirmed the performance Cybertruck has the same tri-motor setup as the Plaid. Quote, I'm not going to say I called it, but I definitely called it. And from most of here, there was another post that they posted here, more shared details. A guy who was 5'7" was able to lay flat in the trunk. Very nice. No ramp built into the tailgate. Suspension more comfortable than the Model S and the Model X. I mean, I like the sound of that. I mean, the Model S and the Model X are more comfortable than, of course, the Model 3 and the Model Y because it has air suspension, but it can still be jarring because of how heavy these vehicles are. It does a good job with the air suspension, but over some bumps in like the California area, it can still be a little bit jarring. Turning radius is amazing. I mean, we know this because the rear steering has a little bit of a degree of angle, the way you can turn around and do U-turns really nicely. There's plenty of videos in that. Last bullet point is, or next bullet point, feels more luxurious than a S or X. I mean, that's probably because the build quality is built really well, and they had a chance to be able to design this from a more luxurious standpoint, potentially. Next bullet point, the Cybertruck delivery event has been scheduled, but not publicly announced yet. I bet they're waiting because there's a couple things coming up on the horizon. On October 7th, which I think is this Saturday, the Peterson Museum is about to auction off the first Tesla Cybertruck, so maybe they're going to be waiting for that. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Tesla earnings call or delivery call in the next coming up soon. So that's probably where they're going to announce some of that, because they did release this. Yeah, so there's going to be an earnings call on October 18th where they're going to do a financial results of all this, the delivery for the Q3, and that's probably when they're going to be announcing the final details of the Tesla Cybertruck delivery event. Here's another one. Suspension heights show actual clearance instead of low, medium, high. Example, high setting is going to be 14.5 inches, right? That's, yeah, 14.5 inches. Really cool to see. Or is that feet? I have no idea. Performance version has the Plaid tri-motor powertrain, and I really do hope that the first Cybertruck is going to be a Plaid tri-motor from the release. That'd be really cool. The frunk is power open and closed. This means it can be used for much more often than in other Teslas. I like that because the frunk is cool, but I don't like pushing on the front. I feel like I'm going to dent the hood sometimes. So I do like the fact that it will be power open and close. There's no HVAC ports in the bed, but the mid gate glass does open. So the camping in the bed is possible with climate control. I do like that. That's like the bed glass area where there's a window in the back. It's going to be opening so that you could pitch up a tent, I guess, and turn on the AC so that it can stay cool. Really cool to see that feature will be coming through. The windows are not bulletproof. They are double glazed quiet windows. That's a big thing because with Teslas, because there's no engine, there's no other ambient noise. So that it is nice to make a quieter with a thicker glass. So I really like to see that. The floor is carpeted like other Teslas, not rubber like Jeep or Raptor. Like to see that because we can go ahead and buy our all-weather floor mats. And quote, the next one is Tesla is about to release a feature to allow users to connect the audio from the rear screen entertainment to Bluetooth headphones. As a parent, this would be game changer. I do like the thought about that. Can't wait to see. That'd be cool for people on road trips as we sit in the back or in the front. Next point, when asked about the range, the leaker could not share any info. I expect the battery size to be 120 to 140 and the range to be less than the 500 stated during the prototype unveil. My best guess is that the Tesla Cybertruck is going to have a 350 to 400 mile range, but of course pricing will be the other factor with this. Next bullet point from Matthew is, unlike other Teslas, the Tesla Cybertruck will have a spare wheel. Ooh, interesting. Standard on legacy full-size trucks. I like the sound of that. There are multiple tow and trailer modes. Really cool to see. The bed has 3 total outlets, 240 volts and 120 volts. Like to see that. Next bullet point, the Cybertruck seats are wider and more comfortable than the Model X. So this is pretty exciting, all these different updates. The bed tonal cover, the vault, can be opened and closed from the app or MCU. The tailgate can be opened automatically, but not closed. Really cool to see. And the front bumper camera is viewable from the MCU. This is an amazing feature for off-roading and parking close to another vehicle wall. The Ford Raptor has this, and I love it. Really cool to see. I think there was another post about having bi-directional charging for your home or something like that, but really cool. Oh, here it is. Tesla Cybertruck will have bi-directional charging and a 240 volt outlet. It does seem like this truck is certainly going to be stacked with all these different features, so really exciting to see what is coming for this. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you agree that some of these features will actually be coming out, or do you think this is just a troll post, or do you think this is actually legit? But we're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link to support the channel. Get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Water break.